Take crows fly as the crow flies. Hey, no lies are told, just game is sold, but it's all free. All you got to do is listen to me, Big T, and we gon' fly high in the sky on another level. We talk topics like politics with no tricks, spitting game to the lane with no shade, and other things like the good game of football, basketball, other sports. But wait, there's more. Nikki Jean just walked through the door. Now we gonna talk about social topics and media with relationships. Let's not forget Anthony Scott Dover with offensively offensive, where he is unapologetically offensive. Just listen and you'll get it. With T. Crow as the crow flies. Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the most incredible podcaster of them all, Mr. T. Crow. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention he's very, very handsome.
Oh yeah, people. Welcome back. I got my guy right here, my exciting co-host, Mr. Anthony Scott Dover, also known as T. Jim D. Hey, people, give this guy a round of applause. Yeah. You're more than that's more than enough. You're far too kind. We got to let this guy talk, though.
That's more than enough.
That's more than enough.
I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you.
And ready to get on with another exciting episode of this sweet podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, this is what we do. We bring it to you live and direct. And listen, all we want is a little respect. If you don't disconnect, please do connect.
Oh my God.
Do I got bars? Do I got bars?
Oh, I wouldn't go as far as to call it bars. You definitely got something going on.
Ain't that a bitch? Okay, Dover, you start us off, man. Any news that you you do have something to start us off with. Pay attention.
I do.
Top
stories.
Yes. You said about a man being molested in death. Wow.
Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, here we go. This is a crazy, wacky story.
Oh yeah.
Jay Vader.
Please do tell.
A guy died on the subway in Brooklyn, right?
Right.
And his corpse was molested, raped, robbed by another man.
Let's get this straight. He died. Then minutes later?
Yes, minutes later or hours. He was sitting there for, they said, hours.
Well, you know, rigor mortis sets in pretty fast. So if anybody out there is a nurse or doctor or someone that can call in about rigor mortis, the number is, you can join the show, 937-926-1641.
They say subway surveillance cameras captured a man attempting to rob and sexually assault an unresponsive man later determined to be dead. Felix Rojas, a 44-year-old disgusting sicko,
That's what he is.
Of picking through the dead man's pockets and sexually assaulting the body before fleeing the train and being caught. Yeah.
Well, hell's bells.
Have you ever heard anything like this
before? No. I'm trying to conjure up the words.
Yeah. So
that I need.
Imagine you're on a subway. You see,
I've ridden subways before.
One man has been sitting there the whole
time.
Right. So you ain't paying no attention to that.
I'm thinking he's asleep.
Yeah, that's none of your business.
But he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's dead. And then all of a sudden another dude goes over and starts picking his pockets.
And then you seem like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Number one, I it's not good to play cop anymore. Mm-hmm. So you should call the cops because everyone's carrying some sort of weapon. Mm-hmm. And me being who I am and the way I look at life, if you're not my kids or a loved one, I'm really not going to risk myself, to.
Plus, that the guy is dead. So
we don't know he's dead. We think he's asleep, right?
Right.
So I'm not going to risk my life to save him unless it's someone of a loved one. But if it's not a loved one, you know what I'm gonna do? Hey! He's sleeping, leave him alone. If that doesn't work, listen, there's all kind of ways to call the police nowadays. Am I a snitch? Hell no. But but in my older age, when you see something like that going on.
So not only does the guy look through his pockets and take out his money, but then he starts to sexually assault a corpse.
You said he wanted fellatio from him. For those of our audience who don't know what that means,
Fellatio.
What'd I say?
Fellatio.
Tomato, right?
They might not have known what you were talking about.
I just gave him the symbol.
Okay.
You know, pause.
You gave him the international.
Yeah, the international cocksucker symbol.
Symbol. Okay.
But anyway, listen. So he sticks it in the dead man's mouth.
Yes. He stuck his dong in the dead guy's mouth.
Talking about a dead fuck. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's a corny joke, man.
It's not that corny.
Yes,
Because I wasn't even joking.
That sucks. That's the problem, man. Your joke was as dead as that guy.
I wasn't even. So wasn't that one? I wasn't even joking.
You
I said,
wasn't?
no, you're talking about a dead fuck. You know what I mean?
That makes it worse.
That makes it worse. You know? But hey, people, that's not the end of it. Speak longer, Dover.
I just was surprised. I know there's a lot of wild stuff going on these days, and it's this crazy stuff we're hearing, and right now there's almost something really weird that's going on with the government every day. But now we hear personal assault victims and a guy who's dead. He's already dead. You still won't leave the guy alone, and he's dead.
Not only did he skullduggery him, he also sodomized the man. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, you did. You're right. They said it's been reported
that man
that he
was doing an act of sodomy on the man. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's getting your anal cleansed out. Is that the best correct way I can say it?
Okay. Yeah. So they say he threw the guy
cross contamination
on the ground.
Yeah.
I think they get it.
You sure?
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay.
They said he threw the guy on the ground and pulled his pants down and
sexually assaulted the man
anally.
Who does this?
A sicko.
He was 37 years old, the man that died.
Yes.
Now, the man that did this was 44.
Yeah.
Listen, people, the moral story is don't do drugs. Because in the end, drugs do you.
Yeah.
And for this guy that does this, he's getting sent to Rikers. And I hope that Mr. Rojas, who got assaulted and God rest his soul in death, I hope he's got people there that knew him or loved him that's going to do the same thing to this motherfucker. But when you do it, make sure his motherfucking ass is alive. Because he's the worst. People like that are the worst.
Real scumbag.
Real scumbag.
So yeah, that's a crazy story that that was in the news here in recent days. And I heard it twice. The first time
and that's bullcrap. So oh man, that's just sickening. But there's so much more in the news. Before we get to the serious topics, here's another topic that's going around on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, and all that shit. It's the question I want to ask you guys. You guys can call into the show 937-926-1641 and give us your opinion on this. Dover, what they're saying, Jamsky, I can call you Dover. Jamsky D, TJMD, Jam. I'm just gonna call you Jam.
Yeah.
Jam, check this out. 100 men versus one silverback gorilla in his prime. Who wins?
I'm thinking it depends on. It really only depends on if the gorilla gets tired.
No, that doesn't depend on that. It depends on what kind of men you get.
Yeah.
You can get some
little.
I'm not against the people. I ain't got nothing against them. But you get some guys like that. Are they going to fight that gorilla? They might, or listen, because there's some big motherfuckers out there down there.
Yeah.
But listen, if you get some small, incy guys like 5'6", 5'5", weighing $110, $115, 100 of those, no, they don't stand a chance. But you get 100 guys like me, Dover, do we stand a chance? I'm still going to say no. You know why? Because I'm not going to be the first one to run in there and see what the hell that silverback got to offer. I know what he's got to offer.
What about 100 guys like The Rock?
They still get their ass beat. Listen, here's what's going to happen. In my estimation, I could be wrong. The first 20 run in. They don't come back out.
And the first 20 run in.
The next 20 should go.
But
you're going to see, we're humans.
You should have all 100 guys that take him all, go, surround him and take him all.
Here's the thing. We're humans. And when we see a couple of those guys get their necks bit off, a couple guys get their legs ripped off, a couple guys get thrown around like a rag doll.
He's going to break some people's neck.
What he's going to do is snatch the neck off one and swing him around and knock 5 or 6 other guys out with one that do the same. I think the gorilla wins.
I don't know what the attack method of the gorilla is.
Well, what if he's like Anakin? That's kind of the same situation.
You mean he pulls out a lightsaber?
His arms and his strength is the same thing. I think he wins.
Yeah, 100. It's 100 guys. Though.
Man, listen, all men are created equal, and some like are you listen?
Kill half of them, right up, and still, but he'll be getting tired. Maybe the gorilla.
Well, who's going to go in there after him? He's going to catch it. Once he kills 50 men, he's going to sit on his fucking. And he does that.
Attacking him at once.
Man, he can take one. He can rip you apart and use your body.
He might strongly kill the first 15 or 20, and then still kill 30, and then still manage to beat off 40. But after a while,
there's still 10 left. You named 90. My math skills are impeccable. You named off 90. So you think those 10, which would be me, because I'm waiting. I'm not jumping in, but some gung ho motherfuckers. We know a couple of them. We're not gonna say who they are, but y'all know who they are too. And you know who they are. They're gonna run in first, thinking they're tough. The same ones they show us getting killed in the movies first, but these are the motherfuckers that really go first. They're gonna go in after them, right? We get that. That gorilla is gonna he's gonna get warmed up with the first 15, 20.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I don't know. I don't think it's a fair fight, because he's 400 to 700 pounds and full growth and full strength. He's got the strength of 10 men. I don't think we got a chance. I don't think 700 pounds and he's got the strength of 10 men. We don't have a chance. That's just my personal opinion. That we got weapons and that evens it out, but I don't think we have a chance.
How about 100 Olympian strongmen? They're in the competition.
They're only strong as maybe 2 men, so that might make the odds a little bit different. But if he grabs one and just rips him to smithereens, which is what he could do easily, you see their jaws when they can just bite their bones in half. They can just listen. It's hard to see it. It's hard to imagine it. But I really think the gorilla wins against 100 average men. I really do. I think he wins easily. Because, have you ever been jumped?
Yeah.
Did you win?
I don't think
Well, I got jumped.
I don't think the fight went on very long.
When I got jumped, there was like 5 or 6 of them. I grabbed the weakest one, and I choked him out, and I was on top of him when they were trying. I said, "I'll kill this motherfucker." You understand me? I will kill him if y'all don't back up. And they backed up. But if the 100 men are fighting this gorilla, this silverback, if we don't use logic and you're not strong enough, you're not going to win. And like I used to tell everybody, if there ever was a such thing as dinosaurs, black people killed them all. You got to get 100 black men. And I'm not saying that to be funny, people. I'm not saying that to be funny.
Why are you saying that?
Because I'm saying you got to get some men who can relate. And who's going to be like, you know what, man, we got to come to strategize. You can't just get 100 men. I'm not saying white men are dumb or whatever. Like, don't get me wrong. But they're more gung-ho than black men. That's a fact. You being gung-ho, you going in that goddamn gorilla gung-ho, you know what's going to happen to you? Everything that you thought wouldn't. Man, you got to strategize against that. So if you just took an average, let's just say, fuck the color, you take an average of 100 men, and you put them in there with that silverback, the silverback wins.
You probably got to get 100 ugly guys.
Oh, shit.
Because you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have that ugly look on their face, and maybe he'll look at them and be like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here? Why these big, gangster looking, gargantua looking dudes with weird looking faces?" So maybe that's the strategy.
Listen,
Get you 100.
you gotta have a strategy because you can't go away and just try to grab it. But you know what?
That's the strategy. 100 boogans, 100 ugly dudes.
And well, I want to ask your
Big old biscuit head looking son of bitches.
I want to get your opinion of this because I think this is like, listen, we're never going to come up with a scenario for that for a gorilla. It was just something interesting that I thought that we talk about. You call in or just.
I heard that. I heard somebody talking about that on the radio.
Yeah, but what I want to say to you, Dover, is this: do you think there's a conspiracy against rich black men once they make it to take it back from them?
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think if you can name me one rich black guy who didn't do anything to put himself in a bad situation and he still got into trouble and lost his money. I
can tell you one that they couldn't get him in trouble because there was nothing on him, but they tried to get him. Prince.
What they tried to get him for?
They killed Prince. You know that, right? Over his masters. They killed Michael Jackson because he don't have a son. Everybody knows that. They killed Michael Jackson. Did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Either one of those things are true.
Right. We don't know if they're true. Listen, Michael Jackson had Johnny Cochran as a lawyer, right? Mm-hmm. He said, "I ain't paying shit. I didn't do anything wrong." Now, Mike, Mike's Mike. Mike was, he loved the kids. He let them stay the night. In this day and age, I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's not the argument. The argument is was he guilty of a crime? Yeah. And he fought to tooth and nail. He got Johnny Cochran, and you know what happened? Sony paid them off. They say Mike paid them off. No, Sony paid them off. Mike didn't give him a damn cent. Mm-hmm. So all those things that Mike did. No, I'm not giving him anything. And Mike knew it. And the kids knew it. So we're not going to talk about that, but I'm just going to say, listen, here's what I mean by that. Okay, like once you get built up so big that you take over people's minds, you become an idol. And see, LeBron lived a clean life. They didn't get LeBron. Mm-hmm. Jordan, he was so big, they just made him sit down for 2 years, which that goes with his gambling. We ain't gonna talk about that right now, but Jordan was so big, they made his ass sit down too, and they killed his daddy. Because Mike was too big. Hey, sit your ass down. But now we got Deion Sanders, who's larger than life. His sons, internet sensations, people love him. They're how can you be this marketable in college to where you're making $5 million a year and you get drafted 145th?
144.
What's the difference?
A pick.
Yeah. And then okay, let me answer this question. Then Shannon Sharpe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The powers that be might not like him messing with young white girls, which I agree he shouldn't have done it. But that's his vice. They were legal. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Woody Allen messed with young white girls. He messed with young Korean girls. Messed with young Asian girls. He even messed with young black girls. Nothing ever happened to Woody. And they weren't even 19. They were 16, 15, and 17. And Woody Allen still got his Walk on Hall of Fame, still got his money, still was making his movies. Am I right or wrong? Check this out. I'm going to let you answer. Okay. Shannon Sharpe does this. Okay, they bring out some abuse. They bring out this. They bring out that. But they cut the tapes. They were role-playing. Shannon's a freak. We get that. That's not what's on trial. Right. He likes young white girls. That's not what's on trial. What I'm asking you is, do they build you up to take it back? Notice, all these black guys had big deals sitting right there. Why did they do it before? Why did they wait till now when he got $100 million sitting there to take it back? And then there's a part 2 to this question.
All right. First off, let me go backwards a little bit because you made a lot of statements.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know how I ramble.
Maybe you know for a fact that Michael Jackson was killed I don't know that he was killed. He was a weird guy.
Yeah, he's a
He
weirdo.
was doing a lot of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard him say in an interview that he couldn't sleep. I didn't know he was on the profile.
Yeah, he couldn't sleep.
But
you know why he couldn't sleep?
Why?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Do you feel like anybody's watching you?
Oh, no way, man. Shit, ain't nobody looking at my motherfucking ass.
Oh, okay.
No
but
way.
He was rich and famous, a big superstar.
Yeah, somebody's watching him.
A revenue generator.
Yes.
I don't know.
And they got his catalog also. Can you imagine owning half of Sony?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sony just doesn't do music, right? Sony's in TV.
Mm-hmm.
Sony owns the Beatles. They own it. And Michael Jackson was giving old black artists like he gave Little Richard. He was giving Smokey Robinson. All the shit that Sony owned of black artists from the past, he was giving them their masters. All their masters. So they own, their families will forever own their shit. Sony didn't like that. Sonny Vaccaro, who married Mariah Carey when she was young. Mm-hmm. Mariah Carey might have been 19 when she came out, 18. She was our age, right? 18 or 19.
I don't know how old she is.
Mariah Carey's our age. But he ends up marrying her and he owns her career. And like Prince said, you think Mariah Carey got a deal? Mm-hmm. Oh, no, that's no deal. She got robbed. Prince said that on national TV. Next thing you know, Prince wrote Slave on the side of his cheek on an album cover because he's letting everybody know they're pimping the music because they were taking royalties for production when Prince was doing all the production of his own albums in his own studio.
6 years old. She's older than us.
Well, the same age. She's a year older, 2 years. But that's 2 years the same age. But what I'm saying is Prince was getting charged royalties for production. When he was the producer, he did it in his own studios. He mastered everything himself. Yes. Why are they taking points for that?
Probably because they are distributing.
No, they didn't take distributing, they took production.
Okay, well then.
See, Master P paid distributing for 15%. That's it. That's all they got. Man, Prince wrote Slave. They said no, Prince breaks his ankle, or his hip or whatever. He goes get these meds. Prince that was known to never take a drug. Next thing you know, he dies of fucking what is that called?
I don't know if that's true because he wasn't on Ready for the World, and they said that he came there and was all high, and so they just made him go backstage.
When was this?
For USA for Africa.
No. I know that story. We'll talk about that another time. But he wasn't high. Prince was a weirdo, but he wasn't high. He was pissed off.
That's what's been reported.
Yeah, he was.
That he showed up.
Yeah,
with
he
all
did.
The other
yes,
stars,
he did. Yep.
And they said he was.
He wasn't high. And his bodyguard and everybody tell you Prince didn't touch shit. Okay. Man, I know he wasn't high. Man, listen,
how do you know?
I can't say for 100% fact, but I will put my 98.9% on it. And so the day before Prince died, he was getting back in shape. He was riding his bike, right?
Was he ever out of shape?
No, but he had to get his hip back because he had hip surgery or ankle surgery, whatever it was.
Okay.
And he was on an airplane coming back from a show that he was supposed to perform, but he just told everybody, I can't perform. So on the way back, he OD'd on, what's that shit they put in cocaine and all that shit? Fentanyl. How the fuck Prince get fentanyl? They poisoned that man on that plane. So now we got the evidence to say, you know what? He's on fentanyl. Guess what we can do now? Set him up for the kill. So next thing you know, Prince dies his own elevator OD. Yeah. And Prince, what they didn't release was his own archives because he was telling them they're going to kill me.
This sounds like the tinfoiler special.
Oh my God! You know what, Dover? This is what I don't like to tell you stuff. Yeah, because you don't want to believe we landed on the moon, Corey. This motherfucker, we landed.
Yeah, because you have no proof and you're spouting.
No, there is proof, man. This is what people that know. They're close.
Theories.
They are okay.
The man killed Prince. The man killed Michael Jackson.
I didn't say the man.
The man
Sonny
sat
Vaccaro.
down Michael Jordan, killed his father.
Man,
they don't have no proof of any of these things.
They never will. Do they got proof of JFK getting murdered, or Lee Harvey Oswald did it?
Well, that's sort of obvious that JFK.
But hold on, where's the proof?
JFK.
They erased the proof. Am I right or wrong?
They still got the Zapruder film.
Yep, they got that. But is that proof?
Yes.
Well, why are they using it?
You already seen it 100 times.
Okay, Dover.
How many times you need to see it?
10 more.
You already know that.
But okay, okay.
It's that he
So
was
what
shot
do you?
from the grassy knoll and not from the building?
Right, we know that.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think about Shannon Sharp? This is not about Michael Prince. It's about Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp.
So could they have built him up? Notice he had the greatest interview.
No, they could not have built him up. He built himself up.
Exactly.
Listen, Shannon Sharp was, as you know, he was a football player.
Right, Hall of Famer.
Okay, so any Hall of Fame player and has won multiple Super Bowls and was constantly in the media while he was playing, has the opportunity. Hell, there's a kicker. What's that kicker's name who's got all the shows now?
A kicker?
Yeah, he used to play for Indianapolis.
Oh, Pat McAfee.
McAfee. Anybody who is, he wasn't a superstar. He was a good kicker. Is he a Hall of Fame kicker? I don't even know, because he's a kicker who pays that much attention to kickers. But anybody, my point is this: when you are a professional athlete and you play NBA ball, NFL ball, even Major League Baseball or some professional sport that's, highly, even soccer players, when they're the best, they get a lot of media attention.
Ronaldo, I think he's the most. Ronaldo, what's his name? Ronaldo, that soccer star, the real handsome guy, balls. He gets his eyebrows and shit done. He gets his cheekbones done.
There's a guy.
Ronaldo. My son's got his jersey.
Skeets Nehemiah.
I don't. You know what I mean? Ronaldo. No, not Ronaldo Nehemiah. That's the 49ers receiver. What the hell?
I know who you're talking about, Ronaldo.
Yeah. The soccer star. He's got 1 billion followers.
They just call him Ronaldo. I don't think.
And man, listen. Do you remember when he had a sexual allegation?
Yeah.
And it got swept under the rug.
Yeah.
What? But you know what? Here's the thing. Either he learned from it, or they just said, "Let's hear, motherfucker. We're gonna sweep all this shit under the rug, and we're gonna because he's a generator. He's the Michael Jordan of this generation. He's bigger than soccer. So they're making money hand over fist off him.
There's another soccer player who's
Messi.
Yeah.
Well, Messi's is more like you can take Messi. He's a married guy. He says another thing. He's more like Steve Kerr or your boy John Stockton compared to Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. Ronaldo's out there. He might be married, but that motherfucker got broads. He got chicks. He gets his eyebrows and cheeks and teeth done and shit. He's got $1 billion, and they're making so much money off this dude. He's a celebrity's dream, and come to marketing. But he had a sexual allegation charge against him.
Yes.
What happened to it?
Yes, he did. I don't know what happened. It ended up happening. Yeah. I think he settled with the young lady.
Okay. And you know what? You might be right because I haven't heard anything about it since.
But she wasn't asking for no credit. No,
she wasn't asking for $50 million. She was just like,
give me 500,000
to $1 million or $2 million, and we call it a day.
Yeah.
And this happened. How many years ago? You want to say?
This is
about 10, maybe.
Yeah, it's been some number of years ago.
Yeah, and he's still the man.
So my point is this: these guys will have an opportunity after they retire from playing to do some broadcasting,
some media work.
Shannon Sharp proved that he was good and could draw attention,
an audience.
He would keep the ratings up on whatever show you put him on as an analyst.
Right.
They're just talking about sports. They're just sitting there talking like you and I are sitting here talking. Only we're not famous. Those guys are NFL players.
Who cares?
They're famous. So they automatically are going to have some attention on them. Shannon Sharp built himself up because there are a lot of guys who come out of the league. They put them on TV and they suck and they end up being fired, getting let go after a couple seasons.
Right.
It makes
a lot of guys can't talk the sport they play.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to be an analyst. That's why you got to give Bob Costas and those guys a lot of credit. Barkley, Shaq, and those guys, they're funny. Mm-hmm. They can sit with us. We can analyze the shit and we can be funny about it.
Our level,
but it's not play by play.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So my question to you is Shannon did build himself up.
Yes,
and
yes.
He knows better than mess with a 19-year-old little white girl. That if you do that, keep that private because you know what? They're looking at. My question is, who sent her after Shannon? And then after this happened, how does Busby find out? It's a setup. Okay, listen. If me and you got that same little white girl, and we did the same thing Shannon did, is there an assault charge? Is there a sexual assault charge?
No.
Okay.
Because
is Busby involved?
No.
Okay, thank you.
But here's the thing.
That's my whole point, though.
Shannon did this to himself. First
Yeah,
of all,
I agree.
He's putting himself on tape.
I agree.
He's recording himself. He's trying to make sure that something leaks out.
Because
he's not famous enough, I guess.
No, because everybody thought he was gay. There was a gay allegations coming on Shannon. I'll keep it real. And he wanted to prove that he wasn't. But this is neither here nor there about that. The only thing I'm saying is,
but you think he's risking himself having some type of trouble like this just to prove he's not gay?
No, this cost him $100 million. Listen, you give me $100 million, my family set up for the rest of their lives. Mm-hmm. Your family set up for the rest of their lives. Everybody's, unless they just take, you leave it in charge with.
I don't know. I got a cousin who owed me $50. I don't think I'd hook her up.
Ain't that a bitch? We ain't talking about them, Dover. We're talking about your kids. We're talking about your kids, your kids, your grandkids, and things of that nature. I'm not talking about all the outsides. Because listen, I told all my family members and everything like this. If I ever got rich and I hit the lottery, all my surrounding family members, other than my intimate family, which I produce, you get $50,000. If you don't want it, I'll take it back. 50,000. You get 50. I tell you what, let one of my family members get rich and give me 50,000. You could blow that up to something. Financial literacy.
If I got super rich,
man, I'm making you rich. That's a seed. Plant that seed and watch it grow.
More than 50,000, but I won't give them any money. I'll buy him a house and a car and a shopping spree. That's it. House, car, clothes.
What do I get?
House, car, clothes.
What do I get?
If I'm super rich,
what I get?
And you're not,
what I get?
House, car, clothes.
I don't need any clothes. Just give me. I don't need a house either. Just give me. Shit, I don't need clothes.
But don't you want to? You might want to sell this house. And get you
I'm adding up right now.
Get you $1 million house.
So I do. We're gonna talk about that. Y'all heard it here first. Dover's gonna give me this. So let's get Dover rich, y'all. Come on.
Yeah.
But back to what I'm saying is, okay, Shannon. This happened before the $100 million deal, and I'm leading up to a point because I don't truly believe this point.
Yeah.
They're trying to say, you see, what they do is the powers that be build your ass up. Mm-hmm. They take it down, then they need a scapegoat. Guess who the scapegoat is?
For scapegoat for what?
To bring Shannon down. They're saying Shaq leaked it. Remember? Okay, no, time out. Let me explain. Remember, I was telling you people, I don't like this black on black attack in the media. Yeah. I don't like it. And this is where it goes to. Listen, this black on black hate in the media is not good because the media is ran by some evil people. And these evil people are looking for anything to not pay your motherfucking ass. So guess what? If we, you're beefing with Shannon. Hey, Shaq, here's $100 million on the table. Let us use your name. Let us leak your name and say you was doing this. You think he'd take it?
Listen, I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either.
Because Shannon had a $100 million contract.
Right. But guess
face. Why would they pay someone else $100 million?
Because they don't. Listen, if Shannon gets a $100 million contract in his face, what do you think that man's worth in 2 years? He's only going up. He's only going up.
Yeah, but you're
making money off of him. Yes. But you got to pay. So here's what we do.
So you're making.
You know what they're going to do?
You're not paying him $100 million per episode.
No.
You're only paying him $100 million for 10 years or something.
It's like a 3-4 year deal.
Okay, 3 or 4 years.
But he's spread that money throughout his people, so if they grow, his content grows, and his next contract could be worth $1 billion. So listen, so they see this.
ESPN's making a lot.
No, it's not about ESPN. It's about his own.
Whoever's offering the contract is making way more money than he is.
Right, but guess what?
They don't need to derail him.
Here's what I'm trying to tell you. If you let me finish, here's what they can do. You know what, Dover? I'm paying you $1 million to do this show with me.
Yeah.
And I got someone funny that's sitting out here. I can pay $500,000. Yeah. That's what they're doing. They're finding. What Ice Cube saying, I have a new nigga next year. That's what they're doing. They're getting someone else new. They're grooming him right now. They're building him up to take his spot. He lost all of his sponsors.
I don't buy it.
Okay, you'll see.
I
You'll
don't
see.
buy it,
You'll
'cause
see.
He done it to himself. He didn't have to put himself in that position.
Yes, but what I'm saying, you're
It's not the
100% right.
first girl he's put himself in that
You're
position.
damn right, and they know it. Guess what? It's like bait, right? You ever go fishing? These fish bite these worms, man. Listen, I lost the fish the last time. The same fucking fish, I'll throw back out there. It's gonna come bite again. Your desire and temptations ruin what's that? Knowledge and wisdom. Temptations ruin wisdom. Guess what? His temptation is young white women. They know it.
Yeah, but
Man, what?
could
Listen,
he-
the gym she went to, Dover, and the gym that Shannon Sharp works out at,
Mhm.
it's not the gym that you and I'll go to. It's not Planet Fitness. So who's paying for a 19-year-old to go to that gym to be right across from him? She's on a treadmill. He's on the leg press machine. And they're making eye contact.
Supposed to
Man,
be
listen,
paying for
I do believe it was set up, but maybe not. Maybe I could be wrong.
Listen, it could have been, but I don't see why. It makes no sense. They don't need to push him out. He's done this to himself.
I think so too.
He's put himself
Yes,
in this position.
yes, he did.
He's doing everything he possibly can to get some type of information out there about his sex life. He's done it before.
Because he doesn't want to be perceived as being gay. You're right. You're absolutely right.
So if he, it's not like he had to record himself banging a chick or have all these messages get leaked
Right.
out.
You're right.
You know, he could have banged her without doing any of that stuff.
Mhm.
And she would have been looking for, if she wanted to some way to extort him. But he
But if
he
you
gave her all the
he gave
ammo.
her all the ammo. And do you remember what that reminded me of? And you could tell it was edited, and we all know it was edited. Who cares? It doesn't matter if it's edited or not. The fact remains, like I said, he could be 100% exonerated, and I'm still pissed because he put himself in that position.
Yeah.
Listen, we're 54. Ain't no damn way. You better hope I don't see you with a 19-year-old. Well, wreck it. Into your car. What are you doing? You're going to ruin us.
Yeah. Might put us on the map by banging him.
Oh, shit.
But
Oh,
I ain't
good
got
God.
I'm not the kind to put myself out there like that. I'm not.
I don't think you are either.
That's not who I am. I'm not going to record. There's no sex tapes of me floating around there that I know of. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to be like, we're going to put this out unless you pay us. You know, so I'd be like, pay you what? 3 food stamps and a due bill?
That's it. I mean, what else?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Collect some pop bottles for you. What are you talking about? Well, pay you what, man? I give you one of the wheels off my pickup truck.
But see, that's why these girls ain't fucking with us.
Yeah.
Because listen, at 19, and listen, I you know me, hey Dover, and to be in Shannon Sharp's class of who he is with the money he makes, that 19-year-old, listen, that's something I was knocking off in high school, man. I don't mean to be rude like that, but she wasn't nothing special. He was knocking that off in high school?
You was a big booty banger.
God, no, it wasn't.
In high school.
She didn't have a big booty. That girl didn't have a big booty, man.
What Shannon's girl does.
Which one?
The 19-year-old.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
She
You
doesn't.
see the pictures?
No, I haven't seen
Google them. She looks like a cheerleader.
What's her? Oh, yeah.
Gabrielle Zuniga.
Zuniga.
Oh, can we say? I don't know if we can say it on our channel. Yeah, we can. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, she's in the
Look her up. Okay, Dover. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So I think he's getting a bad rap, and I'd say that he deserves it.
He's putting himself out there. He's trying to. He ain't trying to get sued.
And so to piggyback off that topic, gentlemen and women alone, don't get mad at this. What I'm about to say, but I think, man,
Pictures of Daphne and Zuniga.
no, that's not Daphne. It's Gabrielle.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, this guy. It's Gabrielle Zuniga. Gabrielle Zuniga. Shannon Sharp. But listen, people.
Show me pictures of Gabrielle Zuniga.
Yep. Hey, Marco Wacko Williams. Yes, sir. You and Eric. Oh, and it was you bought a house outright. Good for you. Great investment. That house now might be worth $300. So you got $250 last year. It's $350 now. $300, $325 now. Great investment. Hey, listen, Marco, man, listen, for being a fan of the show and for sharing that. This is for you. Great job, because you did something smart. You didn't do anything dumb. You did something smart. Yes. Oh, Denise, a great friend of the show, Denise, man. It's been a long time no see. She done forgot about us, Dover. But check this out.
This is her?
No, man. Oh shit. I'll look her up for you later. My computer's being used to work right now.
Okay.
And it's called Gabrielle Zuniga. OnlyFans model. Shannon Sharp. Put Shannon Sharp, Gabrielle Zuniga. Type in Shannon Sharp, you'll see her. And she's nothing. She's a cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm not saying I'm anything special, or he is either, or the girls are where they are. But I'm just saying, you know, that's it. Hey, it is what it is, and I don't apologize for that. Okay, moving on. Speaking of the Shannon Sharp thing, and listen, he's an older man. He's what, a couple years, 3 years older than us. So he's in our age group, right? So listen, guys in our age group.
Is that her?
That's her.
Okay. She does have a kind of.
Oh, it ain't that big. It's big enough, but it ain't. Listen, I got some. And never mind, I'm talking too much. I'll show you some pictures and videos, man. Something when I was in high school, I got cameras. Well, I don't have them anymore, but you can look them up on. We're talking too much on camera. Snap back, Johnny. We're back. My guy gets me. So, yeah, that's her. That's her. Oh yeah, $25,000 a cheek. That's what she charges. That motherfucker was paying. You hear me? He's giving her $50K to smack one of them cheeks. But anyway, people, that's our dude, Shannon. That's our brother. We're praying for the best for him, but it doesn't look too good. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Dover, you get off that page, because I know how you get that. Young ladies, he's at you. Dover, I got something to break off of the Shannon Sharp thing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. As a man, and you know our weaknesses and our vices, and it could cost us $100 million if we got it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we just buy the pussy?
Contracts.
Why don't we just buy the coochie? Why don't men just say, fuck it? You know what? I don't want a woman. I don't want a girlfriend.
You don't want a girlfriend
or a woman.
Or wife.
And guess what? No, if you don't want a girlfriend or wife and you like your lifestyle and you're rich, you don't got to pay $25,000 a cheek. No. Don't just pay, find some nice chicks, give them a couple $100, $200 to $500 a night, whenever you want to hook up with them, and call it a day. That's nothing to you. You're making that in a couple hours.
Give them what?
$500.
Oh, okay.
Pay for the pussy. Is that a bad thing?
I don't know. I guess there's a lot of guys who do that.
And notice you don't hear about them.
Right.
And that's why I think it's. Here you go. That's why I think it's okay. Watch what that does for you. That's why I think it's okay for men to purchase
a shot of boo-boo.
Yeah, women do it all the time.
Oh, do they?
Those MILFs, every time they pick up that little dude, what do they do with him? Go get him a pair of what? Jordans. They go buy him some rims for what? His car. And listen, the rims come after 2 months of knocking her boots. And listen, she's smart with it. She ain't going to sit there and just let you get all entwined. Man, listen, men, you can learn a lot from women. I'm just going to leave it at that.
You going to leave it at that?
You can learn a lot from women. The way that they run their game. Men, just if you don't want to be involved with her like that, in this day and age, they're about the bread. I ain't got nothing.
All about the bread.
I'm like when Debo come touch Craig and Smokey. What you got on my 40? Nah, I ain't got nothing.
The bully.
Listen, this is why when we were younger, it was free. Hey, listen, by the song, the P is free. It was free for us. Mm-hmm. But nowadays, in this day and age, that's why I'm glad I don't live here. And that's why I'm glad I'm not born and raised in this generation. I ain't paying for a motherfucking thing. You understand me? But that's a horse of a different color.
It still is, man. You just got to find a good one.
Yeah, but they ain't looking for a good one. They're just looking for someone that they can just spend a couple hours with or the night with or whatever,
right,
whatever.
Right. And if they got
so they got to pay.
They got the cage.
So listen, if you got $300 to $500, man, she gonna buy her a new bag tomorrow or a new purse. She'll spend the night with you. She'll rock your world, and guess what? You ain't got no issues.
Don't you want to? You rock my world, you know I did. That's a Michael Jackson song.
That's a Michael Jackson song. So people, call in if you think I'm wrong. 937-926-1641.
Just gotta go and be a boot knocker. And
That's it. Call it a day. That's the.
You don't want to buy stuff for women?
No. I ain't buying you shit. Like I said, I can't because I'm not asking you to buy me shit.
That's not relevant. You don't want to buy anything for a chick?
I can't.
Okay, if you were not married, you wouldn't want to buy anything for a girl.
It depends. What do you think I would buy them? I mean, you know me. No, that's too much money. No, too much money.
You could go to City Trends.
Still too much money. Listen. They're not going to want City Trends. They don't believe in shit like that.
Well, I've bought women clothes before, and they didn't get a.
You bought it online? Or
No, they didn't get a say in the matter. I didn't ask them.
Well, damn, how do you know if they liked them or not?
I knew they liked them because I got good taste in fashion. You know what I'm saying? I bought them something that
you don't know what good toes look like.
I don't. You're right.
So how the fuck you got?
Listen, I know if a woman's feet don't look crusty, to me they're fine.
What's crusty?
You know, all ashy and got dead skin. And, you know.
Let's not talk about that. I'm drinking.
What now? You know what crusty is.
I love pretty feet.
If they don't look crusty, they're fine.
But you should know pretty feet from regular feet to ugly feet. That's a classification, ladies.
No.
And ladies, they take pride. Listen, it's flip-flop season coming up.
Yeah.
All y'all with crusty feet, do it over. I like motherfuckers they shit manicured and pedicured and get them done nice. You understand me? I ain't got to be your man, but your man will thank me.
Listen, I banged a chick with crusty toes one time. And her feet looked fine, but when she put her feet up on me,
they scratched you?
Yes.
Hey, don't you know
I
what,
felt
man?
like I was being carried away by a pterodactyl.
You know what's funny about that? It's happened to everybody.
Yeah.
And that's why we get to where we are now.
I said,
I don't want that shit. Put that.
That feet don't match because the girl was cute.
Man, listen, back then, they didn't get paid. They had to do it themselves a lot back then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. You brought back, man, listen, I got scratched up, too, from my fucking heel. Oh, listen, I ain't got poison. Put that shit down. You understand me? Man,
Put them big old talons on me.
Man, listen,
I said,
my bedroom was in the basement. My brother was upstairs right here, right? I'm like, hey, bring that file down here. Somebody needs it. Man, listen, listen. My brother's laughing at me. He'll tell you, I was dead serious. You cannot touch me with them fucking scratches.
Mm-hmm.
My skin's sensitive. I got my mom's sensitive skin.
Right.
You understand me? Listen.
I think I could have cut someone dead.
Oh, man.
You
You probably had enough sawdust to build something.
Yeah.
Listen, that's why listen. It's just a pet peeve of
Burn
mine.
up the motor on your sander with them dogs.
It's a pet peeve of mine. I like toes done. You understand? And I think most men do. They just don't tell their wives because their wives walk around doing rock. Remember I told you? You can see motherfuckers out here. They go to Speedway. They go to Walmart. Look like they've been rock climbing. Man, cover them. Listen,
So anyway,
if your toes like you've been rock climbing, wear socks.
anyway, Jay Vader, I bought some chicks some
You get me off
some
top.
clothes before, and they wore the clothes and they said thank you. They was happy that I had given them some clothes.
Okay, did she really need the clothes? Or
Yes. Have you ever seen a
you see, that's where Vader
you
comes
ever
in.
seen a hot chick dressed like a bum?
Yes, because she's poor.
Yeah, so there you go.
Where'd you find her?
None of your business, man.
See what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Hey, y'all.
That's not,
Dover Jam doesn't tell too much.
that's not,
Jam, where'd you find her?
That's not relevant.
Jam,
man.
where'd you find her?
That's not relevant.
Jam, where'd you find her?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it kind of does.
She was mulling around the neighborhood, working at Little Caesars. And then I just, swept her off the feet with my charms.
Time out. You swept off them crusty ass toes.
Yeah.
Up at the toes when he done with it.
No.
Hey, listen.
But you did paint the toes on a later date.
Did you paint them for her, or did she paint them?
No. She painted. I didn't paint nobody's toes.
You ain't never done that? Man, Dover.
Painted toes? I can't remember.
Yeah. When I was young, I used to paint toes all the time.
I can't.
I couldn't stand looking at your feet with them motherfucking toes. toes might be brown, they might be gray, they might be yellow. I don't want to see that. I want to see red, blue, purple, a solid color, maybe hot pink. I don't want to see some crusty ass feet.
I painted my kids' toes when she asked me to,
Okay.
but not a grown woman.
Oh, yeah. Listen, there's an art to it. I used to be pretty good. I ain't good no more. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm not good anymore. But I used to be pretty good at my young age. You understand me?
Oh,
I was good.
You was a Rembrandt of toe painting.
Oh, I paint them motherfuckers. I go by the polish.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, Rite Aid makes sell that good shit, Revlon, for 99 cents.
Mm.
And you know what? And here's what I used to do. I say, you know what? Let me paint your fit. Cover that shit up. Get that.
Make a mental note that the good kind is Revlon.
That's what it was.
Okay.
And so I paint the toes, and instead of leaving the goddamn bottle there, I take it with me.
But you take the bottle with you? Why would you leave it?
Because I might have to paint somebody else's.
Oh my God, you're a cheapskate, man.
I can't afford to be not cheap.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. I can't afford to be not
You
cheap.
just got some kind of mental hang up or something.
Yeah, I don't like to waste money, man. Listen, when I go to the gas station, you know what I put in? You know what I put in?
Buying a nice outfit for a chick that you're banging is not a waste.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, who's she gonna look nice for it? No, listen, time out. I'm going to show you something. If she's your wife or your girlfriend, buy it. But if she's not, I'm going to show you something.
Right.
Who's she going to look nice for it?
She's just gonna look nice, period. Just in general.
So a guy like Johnny Vader can come up to her and be like, "Hey, you look nice in that. Hey, what's your name?"
I don't care.
So you're sitting there setting her up for the next guy to fish her out. So
Listen, I'm not worried about that. I'm not gonna buy you anything if I'm worried about you looking nice in front of the whole world. You can only look good in front of me. So I just buy you some lingerie.
well, I feel that way. if I'm spending,
Yeah.
because listen, I don't have that
I'm
money.
just gonna give you some of my clothes with my name on them. So the other guys
A big L like Laverne and Shirley. The younger audience don't know who your Laverne and Shirley is. Really? So you got a big ass T or J? J. Big ass J for jam.
TJ on the sweater.
Ain't that
Put property of.
holy shit?
That'd be sweet.
Because if I walk in there like,
like a sweatshirt.
because imagine if I was 21, 22, I walk in that room and see, what the fuck? Property is,
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at you.
Yeah.
Listen, get my blunt back too.
You get me a whole stable of chicks with property of TJ on that sweatshirt.
Ain't
boy.
that a bitch?
That's gonna be awesome.
Listen, I don't know about awesome, but it's gonna be something.
Mhm.
Okay, the last topic, man. Listen, we got time for one more topic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out which
You want
one.
to talk about Elian?
Oh, say what?
You want to talk about Elian Gonzalez?
The dude that
Yeah.
what the fuck you do now?
Nothing.
Okay, never mind. You want to talk about gay Hollywood?
Gay Hollywood.
Gay Hollywood.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, people,
Hit
listen.
me with the gayness.
I don't like talking about this shit,
You
but
know what I'm talking about.
no, I don't.
That's
And here's
all
the
you
thing.
talk about is gay people.
You want to talk about something else? You picked it. I don't want to talk about it.
Go ahead, tell me. I'm eager to hear what you're going to say. I'm eager to hear
Oh,
it. I want
shit.
to hear it. Because I know it's going to be I know it's going to be something
Listen.
off the wall.
No, it's not off the wall. I'm just curious about Hollywood casting black actors as being gay.
Oh,
And they got us going crazy with the gay shit, right?
they're actors.
Well, why only black actors being cast as gay? You ain't asking Leonardo DiCaprio. And listen, you never asked Al Pacino. You never asked Sylvester Stallone. You never asked Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those were action heroes we loved and we grew up. Now you want Terrence Howard, man, to play Marvin Gaye and say he got to kiss a guy.
Yeah.
And he said that he ain't doing it, so he didn't take the role.
I wouldn't take the role either.
I wouldn't either.
Because I'm not that good of an actor to be kissing a dude. No, you'd be able to tell that I'm not into that.
Listen,
You've been.
why would you want me to do that?
I'm not
Number one.
I don't want to kiss a dude.
And number two, I remember the movie Liberace.
Yeah.
He was gay. They never showed them two white motherfuckers kissing.
They didn't?
No.
Huh.
I watched it because you know why? I was a Liberace fan.
Oh.
I'm telling too much because I'm a music lover. You understand me?
Oh, I thought you just wanted to see.
No, I was a no. The hell with Dover,
You
man.
was a Liberace fan?
I used to like Liberace, man.
Why?
Same reason Macho Man liked him, man. He was just playing. Man, that motherfucker came out with them.
Liberace?
He come out and was styling with diamonds and shit. I said, man, what if I walked to school like that one day?
They think you was gay.
Not me.
You
Not me.
like Liberace?
Not me. Oh no. Did you ever think Macho Man was gay?
Macho Man Savage?
Yeah.
No.
Get over here, Elizabeth. Yeah.
No.
But he wore Liberace style shit.
No.
And yes, he did. That's where he got the ideas from. He'll tell you.
He was a big biscuit head muscle bound.
Yes, but guess what? He watched a lot of Liberace. That's where he got the ideas for his robes and shit. Yeah, it's real talk.
I don't even remember him wearing robes.
Oh, he wore them. Man, he had a bunch of.
So he has some flamboyant robes.
And Ric Flair the same way. Ric Flair, because he got a lot from
Woo!
Yeah. And everybody knows
Plus that-
Ric Flair was knocking them down.
Plus that, those guys are muscular and big dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they were in wrestling. Wrestling is like acting.
Right. So, but why would you always want the black guy? Like they wanted Denzel to play a gay dude. And Denzel didn't do it. They said, it's breaking the buck. It's what they're trying to do with Shador and Dion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with it. But a lot of people don't want to see the hypocrisy that's going on with Black America and white America. There's still some old people of the gate. They're holding the gates down. And a lot of white people see it too. That they are doing things to black actors and actresses that they don't do to white or Asian or other nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the gatekeepers they're talking about. And so Denzel talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
His last interview, he's like, that's why he went and did a play, Othello. He's on Broadway now, and it's a star-studded cast. I watched a little bit on YouTube.
He's also in a sequel to
Yeah.
Gladiator.
Yes, he's supposed to kiss God. He didn't kiss him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't kiss the guy either. I'd say no. I'll pass on that. Well,
yeah.
I'm not into kissing dudes but I've seen a lot of white actors kiss dudes like it was nothing.
Me too. And Heath Ledger played in Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah,
and he did a hell of a job. I've never seen the movie, balls.
I haven't either.
I heard he won Academy Awards for it, so he must have did a hell of a job. Or there's a lot of on the panel, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I never seen the movie, but I seen a clip of them starting to kiss, and I had to put my hand.
So I can't watch that kind of carrying on.
I don't want to see that.
My body and mind, and my DNA and the makeup of who I am. Oh, you're homophobe. No, I'm not. It just doesn't allow certain things for me.
I seen a man's butt on TV earlier, and I was pretty disappointed about it. Because I said, all the hot chicks that you can see naked on TV, why would you put an ugly dude on TV with his butt out?
Have you noticed now on TV today, today's television, they don't show much naked women. They show a lot more naked men.
Nobody wants to see that.
Thank you.
If you even ask the women,
Thank you.
do you want to see a naked man? They'd be like,
No.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, we do care about seeing naked chicks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Man, listen. Why do you think I love the movies of the 70s, 80s so much? And I sit back.
Yeah.
Like California Dreaming, Weird Science, Gator. Gator is with what's her name? And she had a gap on her team. She was so sexy. Blonde haired chick with Burt Reynolds. Can't remember her name, but you can look it up. Oh, that movie. She showed Teardrops. She was beautiful.
There was
Foxy Brown.
I was
They
watching
showed
that.
hers. Them dark ass
Oh yeah. Oh,
nipples. You don't. Yeah. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
Man, you don't see nothing like that anymore.
I was watching The Sopranos.
Purple Rain. Apollonia was out with them puppies jumping in Lake Minnetonka. It wasn't Lake Minnetonka. She jumped in the wrong lake. Them puppies come out just steaming. I'm like, man, listen,
right out.
we in 7th grade, 8th grade, man. We talking about them for the next 4 or 5 months, man.
Looking good.
They don't have things like that anymore, people. The only thing I'm trying to tell you is why. So I go to Walmart today. Never mind. I can't tell.
So
He might be watching the show.
I was watching The Sopranos earlier, and you know the good thing about that show.
Oh, The Sopranos, they had a lot of nudity.
They was constantly hanging out in the strip club.
Strip club.
And I was
Bada bing.
yeah, this is
Oh,
sweet.
yeah.
This is sweet. It's a good idea. Whoever idea this was to have the gangsters owning the strip club.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant idea.
Brilliant.
So yeah, that's the kind of Guys like to see that type of thing.
We love it. And if you want your movies and stuff to get more gross, gross more money, and you want your movies and you want guys to come back to be where guys can be guys. Yeah. Listen, we don't care about all that other kind of carrying on. If you want to do it, do it. Guys don't care. We really don't. We're not homophobes, but listen, we have sons, we have grandsons. We don't want them going that way, but if they do, listen, I'm going to speak for everybody else that are afraid to say we don't want them going that way, but if they do, we got to accept it. We do. We don't think we're happy about it. And I'm going to tell you like this. Show more masculinity shit.
Hey, I was watching a soap opera one time, right? I was off work.
What's it about? They call them stories in our culture.
Right.
Which one? Guiding Light? Getting the rest?
You Guiding Light's not on anymore. They taking that on.
No way.
They said they make more money off of the court shows they're pulling on.
What?
Yeah, they put.
That's why grandma used to watch all them on Channel 7. Wow,
like
Johnny does that. See.
Put like Judge Judy and stuff on there.
Yeah. Judge Judy's making bank. She needs to put me as her bailiff. I'll sit down and talk shit to Judge Judy too, because Judge Judy's attractive.
Is she?
She's worth like $200 million.
I don't find her attractive.
200 million?
I don't care.
That could do a lot for us, Dover. You
care.
watch your mouth. See, this is the thing about Dover, y'all. I ain't gonna talk anymore. He fucks up our bag. You understand me? So I like to do it secretly. Like, don't worry about it. Where'd you get the money from, Johnny? Don't worry about it.
You gonna be banging, Jay?
No, wait. I got married. I'm married. Okay. I got a wife.
I would tell Judge Judy.
I got somebody else who will bang her. Yeah. And I'll put him in. And I'll do the rest. It's called pimp. It's called job related.
It's like a
yes, sir.
Like a stunt man.
Well,
comes in at the last minute.
Well, the thing about the body double is he might knock her off better than I would, which I'm sure he would. So
she might be happy about it.
But I think she would, and go ahead and keep doing stunt double.
And then you come back in and she wakes up with you.
Yeah. She want to go in the morning. I gotta go take a piss. Yeah.
It's so weird that you seem to have 6-pack abs last night.
That's in your dreams, baby. That's in your dreams. But don't worry about this. When Johnny gets everything back together, listen, I might not have a 6-pack, but I'll go back to a 2-pack. And it ain't gonna be Tupac Shakur. I'll have a 2-pack or a 4-pack, like I did back many moons ago. Wow. You got me reminiscing. But guess what, Dover?
Yeah.
It's time for us to say goodbye.
Oh, is it?
To all our lovely friends.
Show's over?
Yeah. We had a great time tonight.
We had a great time.
A lot of things to talk about. Listen.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Thank y'all for coming out.
And spending your time with us, because I don't know the score of the game, but we're going to turn this off. I'm going to check out the Lakers game. And Johnny has to cook his food. And then I got to pack my lunch for work tomorrow.
Thank y'all
but guess what?
With Jay Vader and Jam.
But guess what? We ain't gonna be doing work too much longer, people. We got some big things in the store. Come aboard and listen. We gotta get some. We gotta find somebody who can make some merch. We'll get some merch out to you people, so you can support us.
We will get some merch.
If you're fine, we might pay you to wear this shit. You understand me?
We would get some merch done overseas, but
hey,
big tariff.
And that big tariff coming, listen. And listen, we got some shit that you might want to wear. And listen, if you make it sexy and you wear it and promote us, you can get it for free. That's the most I can do right now. Don't you got a better offer?
I do not.
Well, guess what, people? Get it for free. And to the people out there that support us, listen. This is how much we love y'all. And to the haters out there, I got something for you.
That's for the haters.
Yeah. Because there's haters out there. They know where they are. Because they be inboxing me and shit like that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they know where they are. And guess what?
So you read the inbox?
Oh, I read everything. And then here's the other part for the haters. Wake up, motherfucker.
What's that mean?
Oh, yeah, the storm is coming. It's sunshine for everybody else. But it's a storm for y'all. Yeah. You hating motherfuckers. And we know who you are. And we love it because it only makes us stronger. And when that storm falls, Can you stand the rain?
On a perfect day, I know that I can count on you.
Ooh.
When that's
Is
not
that
possible, tell me, can you weather the storm?
Oh, 'cause I need somebody to stand by me. Through the good times and bad times, she will always be right there. Hey!
Sunny day.
Guess what, people? Everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand J. Creed? See?
Stars will shine.
Oh, I know.
All the days won't be perfect, but can you stand it? Can you stand it? Can you stand the rain?
Hey, listen. Hey, y'all. Yeah. First time ever. You never got that. You never got that from the duo. Listen, that's that shit right there. Don't tell nobody we did that. You understand me? Everybody's laughing at me. Don't tell nobody we did that. You understand? But listen, hey, we had a great time tonight. We had a great show. And listen, to the people that support us, we're great. But to the haters,
grateful.
Yeah, to the haters, can you stand Johnny Creek and Jam? Can you stand the jam? Can you stand it? Can you stand it? Can you stand the jam? And it ain't toe jam. And so, listen, hey, catch us on Sunday on iHeart, Spreaker, Spotify, and YouTube, and Facebook. And we'll see you then. And anything you got to say, Jam? We're about to sign out.
We're out of here like last year. See ya. Peace.
I have to do an addition to make that our outro song.
Yeah. Okay. We're tuning out, but not for long. Catch the vibe and sing along. Stay with us through thick and thin. In this game, we all win. As the crow flies, so do we. Fly above, just
That's too late.
free. Tune in to break the rules. Podcast love
For all you fools.
Goodbye's a word we hate to use, but for now we can't refuse.
Yeah.
Stay tuned in the wings we.
Okay, well, wait a minute.